Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to Man Cave Meals. Today we're going to fire up the Lone Star Grillz pellet smoker. We're going to reverse sear a big Tomahawk Ribeye, so let's get started.
I've got a 2.5 pound Tomahawk cut ribeye here from Sam's Club, and I like to kick this thing off by giving it a nice coat of salt and freshly ground black pepper, and then we're going to let that thing just rest in the refrigerator for several hours. And then I'm just going to fire up the Lone Star grill and let it preheat to 250 degrees. For the first stage of this cook, I'm going to set this big ribeye on the center of the top rack, and then we're going to close the grill up and we're going to let this guy slow smoke until the internal temperature of the meat is up around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. While our steak is slow smoking, I'm going to make a little aioli with some mayonnaise, some garlic, some onion, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. I'm going to mix that up, and we're going to use it during the sear portion of this cook. After our steak reaches a temperature of 100 degrees Fahrenheit and it's picked up some really nice color, we're going to go ahead and take it off for a moment so we can prepare it for the next stage of the cook. I'm also going to take a moment here to reconfigure the Lone Star grill for direct searing by opening up this vent. And before we put this guy back on for a direct sear, I'm going to take a moment to take my basting brush and we're going to baste a coat of this seasoned aioli all over the outside of this ribeye. As we put this ribeye back on, I'm going to reconfigure the fireboard controller to run at 100% auger speed, so we've got a full possibility fire going on under this steak. Once we have the steak over the direct flame, you're going to want to keep it moving and keep it flipping. I like to flip mine every 20 or 30 seconds and just keep doing that to build the crust on the outside and let it get to where I like it. And once I have a crust on the outside of that steak that I'm happy with, at that point I just move it off the flame back to an indirect cook. I wanted my steak to come off at about 125 to 128 Fahrenheit, so I just left it back on the indirect side for a few more minutes until I hit that target. So after a 10-minute rest, it's time to go ahead and take this guy off the bone so we can have a look. And we have a beautifully perfect medium rare cook on this steak. Everything cooked just perfectly, couldn't ask for anything better. So the Lone Star Grillz performed flawlessly for a reverse sear. That ability to do the direct sear over the direct fire pot really is a game changer on a grill like this. Guys, give this method a try. Let me know what you think. Until next time, this is John Setzler with Man Cave Meals.